Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I thought today we would do some sweet peas and put these on a greeting card. Now I have measured, I'm using an A6 envelope. So what I've done is made my own cards from cardstock that I bought at Dollarama, for those of you that have a Dollarama. Otherwise you can use whatever cardstock you choose. There's some sparkly cardstock, and I've cut the cardstock out to fit nicely into the envelope. And then I cut my watercolor, this is 100% cotton watercolor paper. I've cut my watercolor paper to fit onto my card so that some of the card shows, but the watercolor painting takes up the majority of the card. So you just do it in whatever size you choose if you decide to use this for a card. Now what I've done is I've drawn my version of sweet peas. I love sweet peas. They're probably sweet peas, daisies, and peonies are, I think, my three favorite flowers. I appreciate other flowers. I appreciate all flowers, but I think for smell, sweet peas and peonies, and just for the sweetness of them, I like daisies. So what I've done is drawn this out with a watercolor pencil. I'm using Faber-Castell pencils. This was a 137. They don't name the colors, but I'm assuming the numbers on it refer to the colors. So I've lightly drawn out my flowers. Now I'm coming in with a number 168 green pencil to give an indication of where I want my stems and my leaves. So it's just lightly drawing them in here. Oops. I think I sharpened it a little too sharp. Let me just fix that. Fix that in a flash. You don't want it too sharp because then it ends up sort of carving into your watercolor paper. So this will do. Okay, what else have I got here? Another. I don't know what these, under the little leaf things under the petals, I don't know what that's called. Maybe if you know, you could just put it in the comment section if you know what that's referred to. Okay, now I have, you know, an idea of where I'm going. Some people are able to just come in and start painting. I don't have that skill. So yeah, this is an idea of what I want. Now I'm not doing, my initial painting's not going to be wet on wet, but it is going to be a very wet brush and a light amount of paint to start. Now I'm using Paul Ruben's Vivid Paints. And I'm going to start with the deep violet, and like I said, with a very wet brush, I'm just going to drop in my color here. Now, as you know, or most of you probably know, so some of you that don't have sweet peas in your country might not know that sweet peas are almost translucent. They're very delicate. They're a very delicate flower. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit while it's still wet, a little bit of darker areas. Don't want to lose my shape though. So I'm trying to be careful of that. I do want some shape in here. And I think what I'll do is I'll come in with my pink. I'm going to use Madder Deep Red, which is as close to it's more of a magenta, but I'm going to just drop in while this is still wet. Drop in this color. This one I think I'll bring in. It's quite a strong color. I don't know if I want it that. I'm lifting a little bit of the color up. Okay, and we'll come in with some of the green, or sorry, the Madder Red for this one. Just very watered down version of the Madder Red. Okay, now we'll go back to our violet. I think I'm going to use a light violet here. It's just a shade lighter than the deep violet, and yet very light on this side, and about a medium up here. Then we'll drop in our Madder Red. Okay, now our last one. Now let's see. Let's go with the darker. Oh, not that dark. Much too dark. Just a little bit darker down here, and drop in yet a little bit more of the violet, and then bring in just a drop, I think, of the Madder Red. All right, so there's our petals. I think I'll bring this out just a little tiny bit to indicate another light petal in the back here. And I'm just using the original paint here, and with a very wet brush, just pulling it out a little bit. There we go. Maybe pull a little bit from this one. Just gives us a little bit more, softens up our lines. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Now we're going to come in with our same brush. Now this is number 6, which, you know, every company numbers them different, so it really means nothing. It's around. We'll leave it at that. And I'm going to come in with my green for my, whatever this is called. And I'm coming in with a, I think I will use a deep green. Now water that down. I can always come back with a little more if I decide it needs to be a little stronger. I need to be careful because my petals are still wet. I'm going to turn this a bit. Okay, now we'll come in with the same green and put our stem in. Very light touch here. The stems for sweet peas are very delicate. So, and some leaves. Let's see. Again, delicate. Everything about the sweet pea is about delicate. And then these little tendrils. Okay. Now, as easy as that, we might be done. I think I'll add a few more leaves. All right. Just darkening up my little tendrils here. Now I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to take an eraser, a kneaded eraser, and just lift off some of the lines that are from my watercolor pencils. I don't necessarily want them to, although they do define my flowers, so I might actually, totally opposite to that, come in and just define my flowers a little bit. Just a little bit. Broken lines. And that's it. I don't know what that's, a little dot. Okay. Now I tend to overdo paintings. If I'm going to lean one way, it's going to be toward overdoing it more than... So I'm going to leave that at that, just because. Now, I'm going to let that dry, and then I want to show you how this will look on the front of my cards, my homemade cardstock cards. So I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so my flowers are dry, and I wanted to show you what they would look like if they were on our painting, was on our card that I made from cardstock. Now here I have some, and it doesn't have to be this is sparkly cardstock. Of course, you don't need that, but that's what I had on hand. So yeah, so this is the pink. In my mind, they all look pretty, so I can't decide which looks the best. Maybe you could say in the comments which one you think looks the best. And the blue. Some silver. Green. And of course, each color is going to bring out different aspects of your painting. Of course, the green will bring out the green in your painting. The blue will contrast nicely. And this one I kind of like a lot, I think. Not sure. I think it's the one I like the best, and this is a purple. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you remember to do that, it helps a great deal for those of us that create YouTube videos. And I hope you have a fabulous day. And don't forget to click on that notification bell just so you know when I upload. So yeah, have a fabulous day, folks. See you on the next one. Bye for now.